Today we got in the mail our 2018 Samsung QLED TV from the Insiders program. And so we literally just unwrapped the black plastic shipping material, cut the labels off, and now we're about to take it out of the box. Has a quick setup guide. Comes with an accessory kit, user manual inside of it. So looks like it's some cables, a remote, and some batteries. Looks like we got the feet to the TV that we'll have to mount on the TV. It's very well packaged for sure. You can see the 65-inch here. And then from the side view, you can see how skinny it is. It's a very thin TV. My thumb right there, you can see it's like the length of a nail. So very thin. Alright, and now we're going to take it completely out of the box and we'll film some closer footages to it. Okay, so we just took the TV out of the box, and just like the instructions for the pre-setup guide said, to lay the TV on a table before you proceed and put the legs on. So it's laying on the TV side down. And so, really quick, while we can look at some of the features of the TV, you can see it's got multiple USB ports, a digital audio, HDMI, several of those, and then a few other plugins. And then the actual stands that the TV sit on are really quite easy. They're labeled left and right, and they go in to the bottom of the TV, where you can see right here. And they're labeled left and right. I don't know if you can see in the light, but this is L for left, and on this side, the R is right there for right. And so all you do is push it inside the TV.
You like that one direction? See, otherwise they won't want it.
And just like that, it's in.
No bolts.
No screws, no bolts required. And the same thing, you just push it in, and that's it. And that's the TV stands. Now if you want to bolt the TV to the wall or put it on its the wall mounts. It does have the screws that will go in, and it does come with 4 that you put inside of these holes, right? And you'll use that to mount the TV on the wall. And they're varying sizes because the TV does sort of have an arch, and so on the top of the TV it's a little bit slimmer, and then it bubbles a little bit as it goes down. So that's what those bolts are for. And so next is we'll go ahead and we're not doing the wall mount yet, but we are just going to put it up on our TV stand area and plug it in. One thing before we move it to installing is the actual power cable. This one, the power cable goes inside of this area here, so it doesn't stick out when you actually hang it on the wall, which is really, really great. And so when you plug it in, right, so it's long but it's thin, and when you plug it in, you can see it goes flush. And then a cool feature that it has to help hide the cables is an actual foot of it, the cover slides open, and then you put the wires through the feet, so that way you don't have a mess of cables showing in the front of the TV when it's actually sitting up on your stand. And then this one also has it too, so when you plug in all your HDMI cables and all that fun stuff, it hides in that one as well. So it's a pretty cool feature to help make it pretty invisible for wires.
That's made of metal too. This is metal, this is plastic.
Okay, so we just set the TV up on our TV stand. It does come, the remote, I just took it out of the package. Comes with the 2 set of batteries for the remote. And the plug for our TV is on the opposite end, and our HDMI ports are on this side here. And so we're going to go ahead and plug it in and see how it works. And then the remote outside, it's a very slim remote, very small. Some of the features on it. And so we'll turn it on and see what the TV looks like. Okay, so we got our TV plugged in, and we have our DirecTV box plugged in, and now after you get all that stuff, they have these, it's not quite a sticker, but it's kind of like a barrier so the screen of the TV doesn't get ruined. And there's a particular way, if you'll notice, it says don't peel off the motion of it. And so just wanted to show that you kind of just pull it off very slowly and carefully, and you do it sort of towards you rather than rolling, and then it comes off, and it's like a slightly sticky plastic, but not sticky like a sticker, just enough for it to stick. And so you take them off on both sides of it. And we got our energy saving, so the TV is energy saving. And there's the TV, and so we'll go ahead and turn it on. We have the remote right here, ready to go. And there we go. And the sound is from the speakers from the TV itself. The colors are very, very bright and vibrant. I know it's not coming through on the camera, but it's really great quality, super bright.
Hello, and welcome. Please download the SmartThings app on your mobile to start TV setup.
So pretty cool.
You may press the right button to set up the TV with the TV remote.
And so we're going to go ahead and go through the setup process.
Please select your language. The accessibility function is available when you press and hold the volume button.
So pretty easy to set up. It walks you through. It shows you on the remote what to press, how to press it. So it makes it very easy to set this up. Everything is very easy, very intuitive. So for those of you who are technically challenged, this is perfect. It literally walks you through step by step and shows you what to press. And so you just follow the user guide on the TV as it walks you through the process. So we're gonna go ahead and finish going through the process. It recognized our HDMI 1, which is our DirecTV box. So as we'll get this connected, and I'll come back and show you guys what the TV actually looks like when we watch it. So we just set the TV up, went through the setup walkthrough phase that it tells you. It took about 15 minutes or so to go through it. We had to create a Samsung account. We had to input our network and our password for internet so the TV can connect to it. And then the TV started to auto-recognize the remotes, the DirecTV box by itself, so we didn't have to manually do any of that. It just sort of recognized it all. One cool feature that came up on the TV as we were finishing the setup is that the brightness of the TV actually adjusts to the brightness in your room. So if you shut your lights off or there's no light in your house, the brightness of the TV will adjust accordingly, or if your house is too bright, it'll also adjust accordingly, which is a pretty cool feature. The remote itself, also, it's not buttons, but rather toggle switches for the volume, or also for the changing the channel. So it's a little bit different from a typical remote, where instead of a button, again, it's a toggle. The TV also does have apps in it. So you could see we pressed the app button and all sorts of pre-programmed apps came in that you could see on the screen, which is pretty cool. And this is where connecting your TV to the internet comes into play, where some of these apps, requires internet functions to be able to do that. So, so far, it's pretty easy to use. The TV colors are very bright in the Samsung QLED. We got the 6 series, and it looks really great.